Are you certain about the bonds you've built in your relationship? Or do you sometimes feel a subtle, unshakable doubt? Have you ever paused to wonder whether the actions before you align with sincerity or conceal untold histories? These questions, though unsettling, are vital. They are not meant to judge another, but to guide your path in safeguarding your emotional well-being. In relationships, clarity is a treasure, yet it is often obscured by assumptions or unspoken truths. As a student of Stoic philosophy, I urge you to ask yourself, what can I control in this moment? The answer, of course, is your ability to observe, reflect, and act in accordance with reason, not fleeting emotions. This clarity, a hallmark of the Stoic life, is your shield against unnecessary hurt. Today we explore 10 distinct signs that may suggest a woman has a complex relational history. These are not accusations, but observations. Tools to help you discern patterns and behaviors that might otherwise go unnoticed. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. With that wisdom in mind, let us tread this path carefully, seeking truth without prejudice and understanding without naivety. Prepare yourself with an open mind and a steady heart, for the insights shared here may challenge your assumptions while empowering your choices. Whether you are in a relationship or contemplating one, these principles will illuminate the way forward, enabling you to maintain integrity, respect, and balance. Take a deep breath, let your reason guide you, and join me as we delve into this exploration. Number 1. Focus on self-control before action. The first principle of Stoicism is mastery over one's impulses. When you notice a behavior that raises a question, pause. Resist the urge to react immediately or assign meaning. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke. View each moment with curiosity, not suspicion. Does her behavior align with her words? Is there a pattern, or is it an anomaly? By observing without attachment to the outcome, you free yourself from unnecessary turmoil and make room for clarity. Number 2. Look for behavioral patterns. One action may be a coincidence, but repeated actions form a story. Stoicism teaches us to seek the truth beneath appearances. Consider this. Is her comfort with physical intimacy a sign of experience, or simply her personality? Does her reluctance to discuss emotional matters stem from her past or from a lack of connection with you? The key is patience. Patterns reveal themselves over time to those who are willing to observe calmly and consistently. As Seneca reminds us, time discovers truth. When you approach with reason rather than emotion, you become a keen observer of reality, unmoved by the distractions of assumption or insecurity. Number 3. Overconfidence in physical intimacy. The first sign lies in how someone approaches intimacy. If she navigates physical connection with remarkable ease and boldness, it may signal a history of similar encounters. Yet we must ask, is this confidence born of experience, or is it simply her natural demeanor? A Stoic does not rush to conclusions, but observes thoughtfully. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, dig within. Within is the wellspring of good. This advice applies here. Look beyond the surface of her actions to understand their source. Her confidence may stem from a liberated sense of self or past experiences. Regardless, your role is not to judge, but to discern how this aligns with your values. Number 4. Avoidance of emotional depth. Emotional bonding is the cornerstone of any meaningful connection. If you find that conversations on deeper subjects are met with discomfort, deflection, or superficiality, it may suggest barriers formed by past experiences. Stoicism teaches us to approach such barriers with compassion, not frustration. Epictetus urges us, be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Before assuming her reluctance signals disinterest, consider whether past wounds or fears may be at play. Offer space and understanding, but also recognize that a relationship cannot thrive without mutual emotional investment. Number 5. Inconsistencies in personal narratives. Truth, in its purest form, is unchanging. If her stories about her past shift or lack coherence, it may warrant closer attention. This is not a call to distrust, but a reminder to stay vigilant. A Stoic philosopher observes contradictions as opportunities to seek clarity, not as invitations to accusation. Ask yourself, are these inconsistencies reflective of discomfort in sharing her history, or signs of deeper deception? Seneca's wisdom applies here. Truth never perishes. Be calm and direct in seeking explanations, for sincerity often emerges when approached with kindness. Number 6. Frequent changes in plans. A pattern of last-minute cancellations or shifts in priorities may suggest you are not a focal point in her life. Stoicism invites us to view such moments not as personal affronts, but as indicators of reality. Does her inconsistency stem from a genuine inability to commit, or is there something or someone else that takes precedence? Marcus Aurelius advises, take the view from above. Look at the broader context. If her actions consistently leave you feeling undervalued, reflect on whether this aligns with the partnership you seek. Number 7. Reluctance to discuss sexual health. A relationship built on mutual trust must include open and honest dialogue about sexual health. If she avoids this subject entirely, brushing aside your questions or responding with discomfort, it may indicate unresolved issues or a fear of judgment. Stoicism teaches us that honesty is the foundation of any meaningful connection. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This applies not only to our own actions, but to what we expect from others. Transparency in such matters is essential for a secure partnership. If the conversation is avoided, ask yourself, is this a sign of deeper mistrust or simply a momentary discomfort that patience can overcome? Number 8. Secretive phone habits. In a world where technology extends the boundaries of our private lives, the way someone guards their digital space can be revealing. Placing a phone face down, quickly closing screens, or reacting defensively to inquiries may suggest something concealed. Yet we must approach this observation not as an accusation but as a puzzle to understand. Epictetus reminds us, first learn the meaning of what you say and then speak. Before questioning her motives, reflect on whether your concerns arise from genuine patterns or your own insecurities. If her secrecy persists without a reasonable explanation, it may warrant a calm and honest conversation. Trust thrives in the light, not the shadows. Number 9. Hesitation to introduce you to her social circle. When someone cherishes a relationship, they naturally want to integrate their partner into their life, including their friends. If she avoids introducing you to her social circle or deflects questions about her friends, it may be a sign of compartmentalization, a barrier that separates her relationship from the rest of her life. Seneca advises, associate with people who are likely to improve you. Consider whether this hesitation reflects a protective instinct born of past disappointments or a deeper issue of transparency. If her actions suggest she is unwilling to share this part of herself, it may indicate she is not ready for the vulnerability that a genuine relationship requires. Number 10. Excessive focus on appearance. The way someone engages with their appearance often signals what they value most. If her attention to looks is not merely habitual, but borders on obsession, spending hours curating outfits, perfecting every detail, or seeking constant validation, it may suggest that her self-worth is tethered more to external perception than inner substance. A Stoic must ask, does this preoccupation reflect a genuine love of self-expression, or does it hint at deeper insecurities shaped by past relationships? While caring for one's appearance is natural and admirable, excessive focus can detract from the cultivation of deeper qualities. Seneca's wisdom applies here. Wealth is the slave of the wise, the master of the fool. Substitute wealth with appearance, and the lesson remains, when the external becomes a master, the internal suffers neglect. Reflect on whether this balance aligns with your own values. As we conclude this exploration, let us return to the wisdom of the Stoics. Clarity and virtue must guide our relationships, for they are the foundation of a life well lived. In love, as in all things, the path to fulfillment lies in discerning what aligns with our values and walking away from what does not. The signs we have discussed, whether in intimacy, communication, or priorities, are not accusations but invitations to reflection. They remind us of the importance of self-awareness, patience, and reason. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Let this be your guiding principle when faced with doubts or discomfort in a relationship. To recognize these signs is not to judge another harshly, but to honor your own worth. You deserve a partnership rooted in respect, trust, and mutual growth. When actions leave you feeling unseen or undervalued, listen to your instincts. The Stoic way is not to ignore such feelings, but to confront them with courage and clarity. If the signs point to misalignment, let this knowledge empower you to make decisions that protect your peace. Seneca wisely said, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." The same applies to relationships. The length of a bond means little if it lacks the goodness of integrity, shared priorities, and emotional security. Above all, remember that understanding another begins with understanding yourself. Are you seeking a partner who reflects your values, or are you compromising them for fleeting connection? As Epictetus taught, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. The clearer your vision of what you seek, the less likely you are to settle for what does not serve your greater purpose. Life's greatest bonds are not forged in haste or illusion, but in truth and mutual respect. Let these insights guide you to relationships that uplift your spirit and align with your deepest values. Seek clarity, choose wisely, and never forget. Your worth is not defined by the actions of another, but by the steadfastness of your own character. Bookmark. Thank you for walking this path of reflection with me. May your journey in love and life be guided by reason, virtue, and the unwavering strength of a Stoic heart.